The Carolina Panthers played Monday Night Football for the first time in 5 years, their first game since the Cam Newton era, and they absolutely stunk it up. Poor Bryce Young, I feel so bad for the guy. He's going out there and running the plays, but it's just not working. And I mean, he wasn't perfect himself. He did get sacked for a fumble in the red zone in the first half, a play where you sort of hope he would have felt the pressure, but he doesn't, and he's hit from behind with the ball punched free. That's not a great play inside the red zone, third down with the possibility of points, and you turn it over. But that was probably his worst mistake, and he didn't turn the ball over any other time the entire game. But I gotta say, this Panthers play calling is not helping the team out. Say what you will about the O-line and the receivers, they obviously know they're not the most talented group, but the play calling has been atrocious. Whenever they would finally get the ball in decent attacking territory, Frank Reich and Thomas Brown would use the first two plays to run the ball nowhere, while Miles Sanders just hopes Young would bail them out on third and long. That's not going to cut it, and they need to do better. If they can't, just let Bryce cook and see what happens. The best offensive play the Panthers had all night was when the O-line collapsed, and Bryce trusted his instincts, putting down the blast shield and scrambling for a 30-yard gain. Look at CJ Stroud this past week in his great second game. He attempted 47 passes and had 3 runs, being involved in a total of 50 offensive plays, and guess what? He looked great. Anthony Richardson, who was knocked out of Sunday's game in the first quarter, had 10 pass attempts and 3 runs in the only quarter he played, but for pacing, last week he had 37 attempts and 10 runs. They need to get Bryce involved in the game like this. Let him shine. More time, not less. So far, the first overall pick is sitting behind the other top QBs taken in last year's draft. So what do you think the Panthers need to do to finally unlock their offense? Or is it just not possible? Let us know down below.